Let me tell you something that most people won't. Buying Bitcoin in Dubai is actually super easy, but doing it safely, that's where most people screw up. Whether it's choosing the wrong exchange, falling for a scam, or forgetting about security altogether, it's not just about clicking buy. It's about protecting your money, your data, and your future. So if you want a step-by-step guide that shows you how to buy Bitcoin safely right here in Dubai without making dumb mistakes, keep watching this video. Alright, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Hamid, and this is where we talk about money, crypto, and how to build real financial control in Dubai. Today's video is the complete no-nonsense step-by-step guide to buying Bitcoin in Dubai, the safe way. Whether you're just getting started or you've dabbled before and want to tighten up your approach, this video is going to be packed with things you need to know, especially if you're living in the UAE. And before we get too deep, if you're watching this and you're serious about learning how to do crypto properly in Dubai, take a second to like this video and hit that subscribe button. It really helps support the channel and makes sure you don't miss out on the next one. So let's dive in. Let's start with the very first thing, understanding what it means to safely buy Bitcoin in Dubai. We're not just talking about avoiding scams, although that's a huge part of it. We're talking about knowing where to buy it, how to fund your account in dirhams without insane fees, how to secure your coins so they're not just floating out there waiting to get stolen, and even how to stay on the right side of UAE regulations while you're at it. Because trust me, nobody wants to be that guy who bought a few thousand dirhams worth of Bitcoin and then lost it all because they didn't know what they were doing. So let's break it down step by step. Step number one, choose the right platform, and I mean the right one for Dubai. Now, if you're in the US, you've probably heard of Coinbase and a gazillion other exchanges. In Europe, maybe it's Kraken or Bitstamp. But in Dubai, we've got our own situation here. You've got platforms like BitOasis, Rain, and even Binance. Yes, Binance works here, but not all of them are equal when it comes to safety and ease of use. Rain, for example, is regulated in Bahrain and recently regulated in Abu Dhabi, which is very widely used across the UAE. You can fund your account in dirhams directly from a local bank, literally your own bank account. Then there's BitOasis, which is actually Dubai based, and they've been around for years, since 2015, but they've had a rocky reputation when it comes to customer service. Then you've got Binance, which is also regulated in the UAE and Dubai by the Dubai Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, and it supports UAE residents, but unfortunately certain nationalities are still unable to get verified and get an account on stuff like Binance. But it works really well for people who know what they're doing and for those who can get verified. So here's what I recommend. If you're brand new and you want that peace of mind, start with Rain. It's user-friendly, the verification process is clean, and you can fund with local transfers from banks like Emirates NBD, ADCB, or FAB. I think that's really important. You don't want to use a platform that treats dirhams like a foreign currency, because down the line, as you're depositing, you'll be hit with hidden charges every single time you deposit. Step number two, verify your identity. Now I know nobody likes doing this part, but this is actually a good thing and part of the process regardless. If you're using a platform that doesn't require you to verify your identity in Dubai, you should probably literally run. Proper platforms will ask for your Emirates ID, a selfie, maybe a utility bill, bank statement, or source of fund if they need to verify your address, as well as you as a legit individual, if you know what I mean. Given the current political climate, that's literally standard. Don't panic, it's normal. It's how they stay compliant with the UAE's anti-money laundering laws. And here's a quick pro tip. Do this on a weekday during business hours, because if there is a hiccup, customer support is relatively faster to respond and you won't be stuck waiting for 48 hours to get verified over the weekend. Here goes step number three, funding your account. Once your account is ready, it's time to actually get some money in. In Dubai, this is usually done through a local bank transfer. So let's say you're with Emirates NBD or ADCB, you can just log into your bank app, send the funds over, and it's usually there within a few hours or few days in some cases. Some Some platforms also support credit card deposits, but I would be careful there. You're probably paying higher fees, sometimes as high as 3 or 4% on the total amount. For most people, a bank transfer is safer and cheaper. It's not as instant as a card deposit, but it's definitely cheaper. Now, if you're someone who prefers cash, maybe you don't want your bank involved at all, you can actually buy Bitcoin in cash from peer-to-peer platforms like Paxful. But this is where you really need to know what you're doing. Always use the platform's escrow system, never send money outside the system, and never meet anyone in person without a secure public place and a friend tagging along. Honestly though, if safety is the goal, stick with the regulated platforms and bank transfers. I guess it's just nice to know that you can also do peer-to-peer purchase of Bitcoins, but again, I would do it on the platforms. Now let's go to step number 4, buying the Bitcoin. Now here's the fun part. You've got money in your account and now it's time to actually make the purchase. On most platforms, you'll have two options: a market order, which buys instantly at the current price you see the price at, or a limit order, which lets you set the price you're willing to pay and waits until the market hits that level. So if you're a beginner, I'd just go with what's called a market order. It's easier, and unless the price is moving like crazy, you're not going to lose out much. You enter how much you want to spend, double check everything, and then hit buy. That's literally it. You've just bought your first Bitcoin in Dubai. But don't relax yet, we're not done. Let's go to step number 5, getting your Bitcoin off the exchange. This is the part that 90% of people literally skip and then they regret it later. Leaving your Bitcoin on the exchange is like parking your Ferrari in the middle of the road with keys on the dash and walking away. Could be fine, but do you really want to take that risk? So instead, set up a personal crypto wallet. If you want something quick and easy, I would download a Trust Wallet or Exodus to your phone. They're free, they're secure, and they give you full control. This is like a two-factor authentication app, but for Bitcoin. Just make sure to back up your recovery phrase somewhere safe, and I mean safe. Not somewhere like your Notes app and not in your email. Write it down on paper and store it in a secure place that you're not gonna forget about. Now, if you're investing some serious money, consider getting a hardware wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor. Yes, it's about 400 to 600 dirhams, but I think it's worth it. You get complete control, offline security, and a peace of mind. Now let's go to step number 6. Stay secure. As always, enable two-factor authentication on everything. Use strong passwords and never share your wallet info even if someone says they're from support. That's a scam 110% of the time. Here comes step number 7. You must keep learning. This is not a one and done game. The crypto space changes fast, it's volatile, and the UAE's regulations are evolving with it. Right now, crypto profits aren't taxed in Dubai, but that could change. The government is actively creating frameworks for Web3 companies and blockchain investment. That's a good sign. It means that this space is maturing, but it also means you need to stay informed at all times. So always follow SCA updates, pay attention to DFSA announcements if you're doing anything through the IFC. And definitely watch this channel because I'll always keep you in the loop with the Dubai specific updates that matter. So here's my personal take. Look, I've been in this space for a bit now, and I've seen people win big, but I've also seen people lose it all. The difference is it always comes down to how serious they take security. For me, I treat every single dirham I put into crypto like it's cash I'm holding in my hand. I don't leave it sitting around on some random platform. I don't trust random projects or groups. I've learned to move slow, double check everything, and always stay in control. That's what I want for you as well. So with that being said, that's it for today's video. If you made it this far, you're officially ahead of 90% of people in Dubai who are just winging it with crypto. If you learned something new today, hit that like button to show some love. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want deeper content, behind the scenes updates, and personal Q&As, definitely consider joining my YouTube members only group, which is linked down below. I've got some exclusive stuff coming soon that I know you're going to love. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.